Well, good morning. This is another day in the Twisted Knot Wood Shop, May the 8th, and I've got the outfeed table back over where it belongs. Jim came over and helped me move it yesterday, and I'm going to get ready to bring the surface up so that it's level with the saw tables. As you can see, I've got it clamped down into place, and what I did was underneath the angle iron, I had to drill holes up using a self-centering bit like that there, sometimes referred to as a VIX bit, to make sure that the holes that were drilled in the angle iron were centered in the pieces that sit actually on the angle iron. Excuse me. And so the next step is to get it leveled. Well, how do you do that? The simplest thing, let's pretend that this is your angle iron on your saw, and you have a piece of wood. And I suppose a person could take and use a washer screw. When all that means is that the screw's got a flat spot underneath of it and a Phillips head drive. You can get them in different lengths, or you could use, a typical drywall screw. But the problem is it's a bugle head, and plus they're prone to snapping off, just as much as these are. The best thing that you can use are what are called hanger bolts, and on the left side it's a wood screw thread. On the right side, in this case where this finger is, it's a 1/4-20 thread. You can get them all various sizes, but 1/4-20 is plenty long, and it's 2 inches. Plenty long. 1/4 inch is plenty good diameter. In this case, this one's 2 inches. So you drill a hole in your, like I just described, through the bottom of the rail to the size of the shank, which is this drill bit right here, is the shank size of that hanger bolt. That allows you not to split the wood, and you can put them in with a double nut system, but what I do is just chuck them in the cordless drill, and it goes in there. You tighten it up, zip it into your depth, loosen the chuck, and then move on to the next one. But how do you level it using these? Well, what you do is you put a nut on the top side, and then that slips. Now this is screwed in. Let's pretend that that's screwed in there. Then the nut is on here, and then it sits down through your hole, and then down here on this side is a washer and a nut. So this nut on this side is your elevation and decrease distance. So you loosen the nut and it comes this way. You tighten the nut, meaning going counterclockwise. It raises it, and therefore you have a system of doing it easily. What else could you do? Well, you could also take and use shims. Folks, if you don't have any of these, run out and find some right now. They're just pieces of Formica samples. Go to a cabinet shop, go to Home Depot. They're all over the place. They're about a light 1/16 thick. They come in handy for all sorts of things. You could use those and cut you up some pieces of cardboard, which is slightly thinner than the Formica samples, laminate, and while you're at it, cut some sheets of paper, and between the three of them you can get what you need to get your table flat. And the last thing you need is a straight edge, or with something that has nice sharp corners. If they're rounded, don't even waste your time. Find something that's got a square corner, because that way you'll hear the slightest little tick as you slide it across. It wouldn't do me any good to go over there and do it now because it's obviously a bunch. But you'll hear this, just pushing it, you'll hear the slightest little tick with a square corner. If it's got a rounded edge, forget it. It's not going to work for you. And that is about all I can say. The final moment will be when the table is bolted down and flush with the surfaces of here. These two are flush, and same thing over there. Then I'll set the laser back up and make sure that it's level. Remember, this one is the base machine right here, and that's all nice and level. It's that one over there that's got an issue. And then I'll get that all leveled up and it'll be done. So thanks for watching this little series, and if you decide to do a outfeed table for your own shop, you know, consider your space, obviously, but you can't beat it, and it certainly is going to be an improvement and a big help. Y'all take care. Bye.